Hola and welcome to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico City in Mexico. Here we are back at a track which is very close to my heart as a driver. The track which seen my first and currently my only race win in STB. And it is a very, very twisty track, very different from its 1992 variation, where it had those very high-speed corners in the second sector, now replaced by a very twisty Senna S type of section. In the car box with me tonight, we have got Absolute Low. And Absolute Low, here in Mexico, 3 races to go. No Eddie Perondi, no Fusion. Fusion, by not racing, could win the championship. What's your thoughts on that? Well, he's going to win the championship.
Well, he has gone. I think that is a bit more important.
Well, it's very impressive that he's been able to do the whole of the, win and win the champion. You know, not race, win the championship. Sorry, just like Jochen Rindt, but obviously Fusion isn't dead. But we all will support Jochen Rindt as he was a very good driver back in the day. Also in the comment box with us this evening, just for around 2 minutes, we've got ex-Professor Rage to give his insights on this Mexico circuit. Professor Rage, I'd like to include your audio, and we're going to give you a quick interview in qualifying before it all gets interesting at the end.
Satisfying lap.
Professor Rage.
Hello, I can't come it was also. It's on my account.
Okay, have you included your audio?
Hey,
Yes, you have, sorry. Okay, I'm just going to wait for that to get sorted. Absolutely.
I can speak now.
Yeah, have you got your audio included, sorry?
Yes I have.
In the party, yeah? Okay. So here we are in Mexico. We've heard in the week that you've been very confident about this circuit. What do you like Mexico? Is it a favourite of yours?
Well, I won that pace is pretty strong around the and around general supposed to be a bit more aggressive tonight.
Okay. How are you with the track extending and the track limits? Because they're very difficult to master around this circuit.
I'm alright, sometimes go over but not much.
Okay. Well, we hope to see you, hopefully, high up there. Obviously, we've got the safety car back into this race, which I'll talk more to the viewers about later on. But we wish you luck for the Mexican Grand Prix.
Yeah.
The R button there
Button
has crashed out of qualifying. He's going to be starting at the back of the field here in Mexico. Not the best of turnouts, is absolute though here in Mexico. Of course, we're coming up to that exam kind of time and stuff. So, yeah, Professor Rage, sorry if you could just leave the party. Thank you for your insights. See, obviously, absolutely, it's the exam kind of time now. It's not really getting many people. But as I said during Professor said for this race, after a week of testing the safety car feature, what do you reckon about? Do you think that it will definitely spice up the racing? Because I do.
Well, it will, because as we've seen already, Bulba has crashed already. And qualifying, I think that's going to happen. Yeah, that it will, because he pretty much parked on the track.
Yeah.
Gonna spice up, I think. Well, guys will snatch iron podium, I believe.
So yeah, and obviously the safety car allowed
prediction.
me. Oh, so I think we're having a few issues with Absolute Low here. Absolute Low, are you still there?
Yep.
So I think I'm just having a few connection issues with you there. Sorry. Yeah, so yeah, definitely spiced up the racing as you said, and of course, the safety car was the reason why I got the victory last season in Mexico. So it's definitely a favourite of mine, and definitely a track which will provide some incredible overtaking opportunities. Of course, where Birdie's right now down that long straight, just like Baku as well. So that's going to be very, very interesting. But here we are, absolutely. We're currently, of course, in qualifying here, and very close between the top 3, spaced up by 0.2 of a second. Ivanzi, V6 Racing, and VSR Gravity. Very, very interesting. We've of course got STB for 33, who thought he couldn't race in this race actually, but he's here and he's doing pretty well for a driver who normally in that midfield up into P4. What's your insights on Verstappen's season so far?
Oh, he's good. I think he has been helped a bit maybe by his teammates, the constructors, because last time I checked, I think he was 5th in the drivers.
Yes.
So he's not that bad.
He's quite high, you know. He's one of those top tier drivers in terms of championship, but he's normally running that midfield because he's very unlucky. I don't know if you've noticed that, but he's very, very unlucky. But we have got now Bird on his lap, back in the league, of course, and he's looking pretty strong here in Mexico. Absolute low. That's going to be interesting for him now to see if he can get a good lap in. Absolute low.
He already backed out.
He's already backed out, is it? Oh. Of course, he had a very unlucky race in Austin, Texas last week. Of course, had the pace in the dry, and then of course it was wet. Eddie Pironi had the pad, and of course Bird has the wheel. The wheel not so good in the wet conditions. So obviously he was, you know, caught out by that last time out. If he can get his lap together here in qualifying, just like he did in America, what do you think? Maybe he could get a win, because he's looking pretty strong in his 1 lap pace. But it's of course about the strategy, isn't it?
I think he's gonna win if he nails the safety. He's gonna win on pace, but safety car, I think there could be something else.
Of course, you know, safety car.
I think
maybe,
there could be a mad sprint.
Maybe might be. I'm not entirely sure. But Bird is coming into the pit lane then, so he doesn't feel confident enough to go on to another lap on those current set of ultras. The ultras, very, very soft compound, of course, so it's going to be a lot of graining for the first few moments of the race. As Dennis there, he's now starting his lap. Absolutely, if he could just sort out that bike, because he isn't supposed to be in the game, unfortunately. We've got a few spaces open for some drivers who are going to be coming late into the lobby, hopefully. But yeah, and Dennis, thank you, absolutely love. Dennis then, just absolutely skidding around that corner. And yeah, hasn't really been racing in the races. Of course, he had a very unlucky Singapore Grand Prix. And yeah, absolutely love if you'd like to carry on.
Yeah, so I'm just looking at Forest Creek GA, who's going through the middle sector here, through the S's. Very, very precise here from him. I don't know if the camera is on him. He could be on someone else's. Professor Age extra tires, I think. Cape Guerrier was as well on his whole lap with Dennis WKK, who is looking to buy his lap, but he doesn't. And as always, VSR Gravity, Verstappen, Finnish player, so everyone's out except Typhon Killer and V6 Racing.
Okay, just quickly
See everyone
out there. Sorry for the viewers who just seen the game on pause there. Extremely sorry for that. But I did see a bit of a kerfuffle down the straight there. A lot of drivers trying to get space. And Typhon Killer on his outlap now into P4. Professor Rage said he was confident in his interview. He was confident around Mexico, and he's into P5. And Ivanze goes quicker by 11 thousandths of a second. Is that? So he's going pretty quickly.
He improved his lap by 11 thousandths of a second, right?
Pretty good. Bird then is gonna try and beat that lap time that Ivanze's put in. He's gonna have one opportunity to do it. Here you go, absolutely low. Can Bird claim his second pole in a row? He's definitely got pace for it. We're going to have a look.
I think he will. You know, he doesn't have the usual position of a Deep Rondi, Toxic, Eric Stander, the the top guys are not here today, so pretty much just VSR Bird and then comes from top of the midfield.
Using those
Down.
curves to full effect here in Mexico. Very, very good those curves are for these drivers. You can cut them just a little bit and it counts as a corner cut, but it doesn't really gain you much time. It's the actual line that needs to be taken. I think someone's just joined absolutely well. If you could just try and sort that out. Are you on that absolute law, yeah? Coming through the S's then. I do like this section. It's very hard to not corner cut though, so very difficult for the drivers. Sector 2 yellow flag, that's going to hinder Bird possibly. I think he's past it though. We go then, Bird round the final corner. Is he going to get pole position? Yes, he is. Pole, 2 tenths. Is that guy left?
I don't know.
It's a little bit annoying when drivers join the game, they're not in the league, and we're trying to have spots open for people. So that's not very good.
Well, I'm messaging him right now. Hopefully he will leave.
Hopefully, yeah.
He's unlocking like on Do Not Disturb, so he should see him.
And Do Not Disturb, that means you won't see the message. Oh, dear me. Right then.
Well, he isn't.
Oh, he isn't. Oh, okay. Coming around the final corner then. P2 for V6 Racing, so that's pretty interesting for him. And DJ Danny has just said he's coming online, but that means he's going to miss the start possibly. To the session, so there you go. Has someone just left? Yeah, there you go. He's left now. He's left. So
okay.
Yeah, very cautious viewers. Sorry that are watching. Very cautious when it comes to people joining the game. It's not very nice.
People
joining. Dennis. Hopefully he goes in a bit then and doesn't retire for DJ Danny anyway. Because he could possibly still get into the lobby. Let me just quickly send him a message. Hopefully he does not retire.
I invited him.
So there you go then. So hopefully DJ Danny can still get into the lobby. It's going to be very, very upsetting for him if he can't, but
he might get into the lobby, but he won't join the race, if you know what I mean.
If he can. So he needs to try and get in as quickly as possible. But the grid looking very, very strong here in Mexico. VSR Bird got his second pole in a row here in the season. So he's back on. Got a pretty good result in Japan. So there you have it. Is DJ Danny going to get into the lobby? I'm not sure whether he will. Absolutely, this is not going to be good for him. So absolutely, what's your take on the qualifying session before we end the session?
I think it's predictable, if I say so myself. You know, Bird on pole as one of the fastest here.
Definitely. Your grid for the Mexican Grand Prix. First is VSR Bird, second is V6 Racing, third is Advanced 18, fourth is VSR Gravity, fifth is Typhon Killer, sixth is Matt, pretty decent qualifying from him, seventh is Dennis VKK, eighth is Ex-Professor Rage, who's been knocked down, ninth is STB for 733, 10th is Finnish Player, 11th is Fotis Greek, 12th is Cape Guria, and 13th is BOR Button. There is Danny, but if he's going to get in the lobby, that's going to be a different story.
I don't think he will. He's in the lobby, but he won't.
Very unlucky for him. But of course, he's going to have a much better season next season. He's going to start from the very start, so he won't be starting this Mexican Grand Prix, but hopefully we'll see him in Brazil. Final predictions then, absolute low. Who is going to win the Mexican Grand Prix?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a bit of a wild card. I say Banksy.
Okay. So then, from the sunset of Australia to the streets of Monaco to the hilly track of Austria to, of course, the twilight race of Singapore to the wet United States Grand Prix, we are here, the third to last race of the season. It is the Mexican Grand Prix, and before this race, X Fusion is crowned the STB Season 11 World Champion. But we're here in Mexico for the third to last race, Season Champion. It's lights out, and away they go here in Mexico. Bird leads off the start. A great start actually for him. A great launch there off the line. We've got the Williams of Typhon Killer trying to get alongside the Ferrari. We're going to look a little bit back on the field now. Finish play needs to be careful in that 10th place. He's in the kind of like the middle of that midfield. Going to try and escape the first corner. And we've got a spinning Haas. That is BOR button. And oh!
More spinning cars.
More spinning. Dennis has been caught by ex-Professor Rage there. That's not good for their races. We're going to jump to the start now. We've got Ivanzi right on the back of Bird. So, very good. Typhon Killer must be loving this race. He's up in a P3, absolutely. Oh, this is an incredible performance from the Williams. Matty has not crashed yet. He's in P6. And then we've got the Toro Rosso now. We've got Fotis Greek. Here we go. He's not in last in the race at the minute. He's normally in last at Absolute Low. He's doing pretty well. He's up in a P9 now. Going to try and get through Cape Guerriere. He's got a bit of wing damage as well. So, looking pretty interesting there. Finish player in P10. Not had the best of starts. Got V6 Racing then. Got caught out by Typhon Keller. We've got another spinner. It's Cape Guerriere.
No!
Cape Guerriere has crashed out of the Mexican Grand Prix. Potentially could cause safety car there. So we're going to see. Lots of people in the pit lane now. 5 seconds stop go for Fotis Greek. He was doing so well. Not in last, and I may have jinxed him, but anyway.
V6
Racing
struggling.
V6 Racing struggling then behind Typhon. It's very unlucky for Cape Guerriere because he was actually in a pretty good position from where he is normally, and it was just very, very unlucky. He's been caught out. I don't know if maybe he had someone, maybe he got a bit of contact.
Makes in.
Maybe absolutely low. He just got caught out by the curb. I'm not sure, but we're currently watching this battle now between Ivanzi and Bird. Looking very strong for Ivanzi right now to try and get a win. Of course, he missed the opportunity in Japan, I believe.
Thank you.
And Bird's made a mistake there. That's going to give Ivanzi the opportunity. Ivanzi's going to go around the outside of the stadium section. The Mexicans seem to be absolutely loving the battle here. He still gives the space. Ivanzi cuts across the corner a little bit there, but it's going to be up the inside. Ivanzi goes up the inside. Bird's going to defend now. Here we go. So this is going to be a battle of these two drivers now. VSR Bird and Ivanzi. Passes that from Ivanzi now. Absolutely low. He's showing that pace here in Mexico. Here we go. Slipstream then for the Sauber. He's going to deploy all of that extra speed that the Sauber hasn't got, but has gotten equal performance. It's going to be absolutely incredible down this straight now through the first chicane, hitting those curbs perfectly. Very, very nice around those now. In the slipstream, they're defending on the inside line. I'm going to quickly get back now. Matty, V6 Racing, Gravity and Typhon are in a great battle. Typhon must be loving this absolute low. He's normally at the back and he's in P3. And he's looking very, very strong here in Mexico City.
I know what is going to be the next collision. I think Bull Button and Professor Ajax right next to each other.
We're going to keep an eye on that, but we can't really keep an eye on that because Ivanzi is sizing up a move on
Matty
Bird.
almost lost it.
Typhon looks to have lost a lot of time, and now he's getting attacked by VSR Gravity. V6 Racing then on the inside. Switch to the wrong driver there. Dennis and BOR Button. Looks like there's some battling going on there.
I think it was Rajax.
Gravity's got on the curb. Sorry,
V
V6 Racing now. Ivanzi in the slipstream. Here we go. Side by side now down the straight. Really missed that. Was spectating the Mercedes. Here we go. DRS for the Sauber. Is Berg going to try and go for that little dive? Yes, he is! What a move! Verstappen-esque right there. Ivanzi still stays on the inside. He's still staying...
He's gone!
At the side. And Bird, what an overtake. Verstappen-esque move. Verstappen standard. Up the inside. What a move. Gravity then. Here we go. Defending hard from V6 Racing. Now back up the inside. And Gravity span. Collision there for the two drivers. Gravity has span. Oh, that is so unlucky for Gravity. Very, I don't know if that was a racing incident, absolute low or not. I'm not really sure. I didn't really see that in loads of detail, but...
I didn't see that as well.
What a start to this Mexican Grand Prix. Here we go. Ivanzi has got the pace. Ivanzi has got the pace. That inside line. Ricardo, he's locked up. He still nearly made the corner, but Bird has still got the overtake done and he defends that inside line in section. This is an incredible battle, and Typhon Killer has got VIP seats. Must have paid like 100 quid for those tickets. What a view he's got of these two drivers now. Absolutely, as they come down the straight now. VSR Bird defending hard from the Sauber. Here we go. They've been very competitive in the past of STB, and they're back as veteran drivers racing in Mexico. One of the veteran kind of tracks of their season. Ivanzi goes up the inside. He's done another Verstappen-esque move there. Bird's going to try and get the undercut. What a switch to my broadcast mode there, as Bird's going to try and get the overtake done, and he's done it back on the Red Bull now, the Sauber, sorry. And now V6 Racing's on the back of Typhon getting involved in this battle. Absolutely, obviously incredible. Ivanzi back up the inside now of Bird. Bird's going to have the inside for this one. He's going to try and hold off the inside for the next. Ivanzi's been... hit there a little bit by V6 Racing. He's trying to get past Typhon. Typhon giving just enough space, and this is the best race. Running on that 5, running outside goes V6 Racing. Oh, and he just came back on the track a little bit there. Bit of contact between the two drivers. That's not going to help their quest of winning the race. They've lost a lot of time. Matty now. Matty must be absolutely loving this. V6 Racing lets Typhon through. Very sportsmanship move there. But I'm going to shut up absolute low, and you're going to take us through the battle, which is going to commence now down the straight between Bird and Ivanzi.
I think this is absolutely
sorry, Verstappen
done.
on the inside of Matt now. Verstappen on the inside of Matt. Sorry to disturb you, and Matt's just hit the barrier. He's going back on circuit. That's going to give V6 Racing an opportunity, but now Ivanzi now got two battles here in Mexico. Going to have to keep an eye on that. Bird then on the inside of the corner. We've got Verstappen, Gravity and Matt. This is incredible here in Mexico. It's that massive straight that's really, really giving the drivers the opportunity here to overtake. And we've got a collision. We've got a collision. It's Gravity and Verstappen. That is why you do not go too wide around that corner. It's too tight. Bird then, Ivanzi on the inside, and he's done the overtake. Ivanzi's done the overtake, but Bird's going to try and get back past him. And it is not good enough. Bird's got the overtake. And that is what we want here in Mexico. V6 Racing then on the inside of STB. Matty, he's got the overtake done up in a P4. Oh, has he? I didn't see that.
Got a for kind of corner and gaining a place. Probably some kind of well, not great from the game.
I want to know what happened between Gravity and Verstappen, because obviously we was looking at Bird and Ivanzi, so that battle's kind of calmed down now. But yeah, a lot of contact in this race at the moment. We've had V6 Racing, a bit of contact.
Bird in the bit.
So Bird not liking the performance of his worn out. I was about to say options. Then going into back in pre-2014 mode right there. At option tyres. Gravity in the pit then. He must be absolutely fuming, because he's had so much contact. And Dennis has retired from the Mexican.
How has he done that?
Looky where he is. He's absolutely binned it here in Mexico. That could definitely cause a safety car here here in Mexico. And then we've got the two drivers, Fotis Greek and Finnish player. This could help them in their quest to get a few points in this race. And Sector 1 yellow flag. What's happening in Sector 1? I'm not too sure.
I think that collision.
Dennis. The Dennis one, yeah. So that straight is Sector 1, isn't it? Yeah, so. Well, no safety car as yet, but here we go. Oh, absolute action-packed race here in Mexico. Oh, About to get even more action.
Wait,
back
how
when
is
we've got
Bird
these-
6th?
He pitted.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Advancing into the pit lane. I'd like to disturb you. Typhon, or interrupt you rather. Typhon, P1, takes the lead of the Mexican Grand Prix. He must be loving this absolute dog because he hasn't been in this position for years. So he must be loving this. Verstappen then. Due a front wing change. We're going to see the gap between Bird and Ivanzi. Bird's coming down the straight now. Professor Age has got a stop go. It's going to be close. It is going to be close. Here we go. Bird's got the slipstream, the momentum from the final corner. He's going to do it. He's going to dive to the outside line now. Here we go. Can Bird get the overtake? He's on the quicker tyre. Here we go. On the inside. Oh. He's done it right. Here we go. He's now going to get on that curve to give him top acceleration out of that corner. Here we go. Around the outside now. Can he get the inside line for the next corner? Well, of course he's going to get the inside line, but can he actually get... Yeah, he's done the overtake. He's done the overtake. And Ivanzi has got no answers for the Red Bull. Ivanzi is still going to drive up the inside. Bird's been caught napping there. Ivanzi's trying to take the opportunity, Senna style, but can't really find a way through. I love races like this. I honestly do, actually. Like they're so good, to be honest. Typhon then, still continuing here in Mexico. He must have done some intense tyre strategy plan or whatever it is you want to do these days. I don't really do practice because I commentate. So I'll be back into the practicing next season, but yeah, very interesting. Of course, Abu Dhabi absolutely will be confirming to the audience who the commentators are going to be for next season, or your co-commentator anyway, so you see that. But anyway, back on with the action.
Just put in a chat that why is Professor Rage is in the league. So that's probably why he crashed out.
Maybe a bit of contact there between those two drivers, so we're going to have to investigation about that. A lot of lockups down into that final, into that first corner.
Professor Rage is trying to get in front of Verstappen.
I'm not going to go for that overtake. So it's kind of died down now. Ivanzi
Eventually losing out.
So it's Typhon going to go in the pits. Typhon is going to continue in Mexico. Could he potentially be going for that one-stop strategy? Ivanzi's on the softs, but of course he's pitting very early for the softs. So of course he may have to pit again. But Typhon, he may be trying to stretch those tyres out there.
That could be a winning strategy.
Could well be, you know. We've seen a lot of good strategies this season. This is why it's always good to have, you know, free compounds, because it opens up to everyone on the grid. So here we go then. VSR Gravity not had the best of races here in Mexico. It's trying and get back on track now. Verstappen fast lap of the race, and Gravity here absolutely going to be on the back.
Yeah, I'm watching that as well.
Professor Rage, here we go. Ooh, Professor Rage pushing Gravity there, very close to the track there. And we've got both the Toro Rosso and Red Bull drivers now.
Side by side, Verstappen and Rage.
Verstappen, of course, as you said, in qualifying, high up in the championship, trying to get that top 5. He's done it. DRS move. He's done it. Up the inside. Around the outside, I can't really remember. That's how bad my memory is. But Gravity, of course, has now got past Professor Rage as well, so he's up into P9. So, yeah, as I said, it's calmed down now as Typhon finally dives into that pit lane, and Mattis as well. So
Matty as well.
This could cause... Oh, and no, Typhon's not going for that one stopper. He's going on a set of super softs, so he doesn't want to risk that. Anyway, it was Matty. Got that 5-second stop and go. Change the front wing as well, and it looks like he's going on a set of softs. Yes, he is. So Force India putting those tyres on him now. Well away here in Mexico, ready for that battle for the top 5 positions as they come out the pit lane. Gravity then getting attacked by Professor Rage. Matt all the way down in 10th, so staying out that long is definitely not done him any wonders as Bird
Matty
gets...
just came out on softs.
Yes, he's on softs, whereas Typhon is on supers. Currently trying to get past V6 Racing. Can have a look at this now. Or V6 Racing just let Typhon through there. So V6 Racing has just let Typhon through. So maybe he had a bit of a collision with him earlier in the race. Maybe he just doesn't have the pace. So there you go. You know, he definitely.
He doesn't have a front wing.
So he's made a mistake halfway through the lap, or somewhere in this race, and no front wing for him. So
probably ran back of someone.
Could be seeing a little trip for him coming into the pit lane then. Gravity struggling to get back past the Toro Rosso now of ex-Professor Rage. It's not that he's struggling. It's just that this.
What is V6 doing? I think he's retiring.
Yeah, he's retired. Yep. He's retired from the Mexican Grand Prix. He's had enough. And that front wing definitely has cost him here in Mexico. Gravity then on the back still of Professor Rage. When you retire, it can cause some sort of safety car, so, you know.
Well, he did pull off this side, I think.
Perhaps we can have a little safety car, you know, if this, spice it up. DRS is disabled. That is safety car here in Mexico.
Yes!
And what is really interesting me right now, absolutely, though, is that the clouds are starting to gather here in Mexico City at the Autodromo Juan Manuel Rodriguez in Mexico City. Could we be seeing a little bit of rain? Could we be seeing a little bit of changing of strategies?
I don't know, but just went on soft, I don't think.
This is going to cause a lot of issues for these drivers now, especially the ones in that high positions.
This will open up the race again.
Could be caught out by these drivers. This is why we love safety car. Hopefully we won't have any issues with it. Typhon then got the game paused. He sort that out before he gets to the back of the safety car. So, absolute though. The first safety car of the season, because we've not had it in the
enabled.
So this is going to be interesting.
It's going to be the start again.
I don't really know where the safety car is, but of course we're doing it.
But it's catching up to it.
But, oh, there it is. Obviously, we haven't had much practice with the safety car, much testing, but we're just putting our faith into the drivers. You know, just to see whether...
Everyone's paying for new tyres. Some for super softs, Gravity on ultras.
The clouds are looking... Sorry, the clouds are looking to be gathering very quickly here in Mexico. And normally when those clouds gather around this time in the race, around like 13 out of 36, so, you know, around, I would say, just over the third, you know, the third waypoint. Could be seeing some rain, so you never know. This race could really be...
It could be to the end of the race.
That could
That's
be
why
why
drivers are putting on super soft and soft.
That could be why as well, absolutely lol, why Finnish player has opted for those ultras, because he may know that rain's coming. I don't know if rain's coming or not. You can have a look. So yeah, it's just...
We don't know.
We're going to see who's got the fault. So here we go, a new little feature that I found out this week from the AOR stream actually. You can actually see the fuel remaining from all the drivers. So Finnish player here, don't really, he's not, he's standard of course, so that might be a little glitch because he's going up very quickly, but you know, so there you go here in Mexico. But yeah, pretty interesting, pretty good, if I don't say so myself, that we've finally got a safety car, so there might be something to talk about in this race.
We can have a breather.
And have a breather before we can shout again. Well, I can anyway. Typhon Killer then back in the P3. He definitely is where he belongs. Matt in P4. That's pretty good. But Finnish player on the fastest of tyres that is available here in Mexico. The only driver I believe on ultras. Can you check that out? Yeah, he is. No, he's not. Sorry, Professor is also on ultras. My mistake. So yeah, one of two drivers on ultra softs. That's gonna be interesting.
I think he will charge up the field, both of them.
Finnish player, of course, has been known for his pace. Total Pure had great pace, I believe, in Malaysia. Obviously, I wasn't there, so I don't really know, but I believe he had great pace in Malaysia. Finnish player catching up to him. Finnish player definitely is one that I would say will be up there. Bit of practice, of course, he's an AOR now. Bit of practice, definitely will be up there in next season's racing.
Sorry, you said
in there.
Professor Ajax?
No, he's not. No.
He's on Ultra Softs.
I was just going to say the safety car may be in because Bird was like letting it go, but I'm not really sure. Maybe he's just trying to
We
control.
might
the
actually
pace
say thank you to V6 Racing for this.
Yeah, we can actually. Might have to give him a little credit in the Brazilian race. They're causing this safety car, but of course, it's not good for any of these drivers. You know, they're running in great position, especially Bird, especially Ivanzi.
Well, some of them are very, very upset, I think. But
of course, Gravity must be
grateful.
loving this. Professor Rage must be loving this. And Button is back in the race after he was like 18 seconds behind everyone. So he's back in contention.
I think 140.
And a lot of drivers are doing their classic weaving, classic convention of the safety car period. And there you go. A little bit annoying how, let me just point this out, how the safety car is just a little thing at the bottom. On every other game, it's massive letters at the top of the screen. It's a little bit annoying, but we will live with it. On the spectate mode, anyway. We will live with it.
I think that's the first time, actually, I've seen the safety car through the spectator cam. It might be, actually.
We had a few tests, you see, during the week, and it seems like it's sorted itself out. But I do hope that it doesn't have any issues, because that would be very bad. Here in Mexico, I believe BOR Button and Professor Rage have traded positions on the safety car. So I don't know how that.
How has he done that?
Don't know how that's happened, but
I think that might be just Button just exploiting glitch and taking the piss out of everything.
Language on the stream. I believe the safety car has been. Is the safety car going now? So yeah, I think we are going. Yeah, here we go then. So we are ready
22 laps
for the Mexican Grand Prix restart. Absolutely, I was about to call you Chubby then. Speaking a lot to our new driver for next season, Moores Buckley, currently known as, last known as Chubby Bunny, of course. Back in the league for next season. Very excited for him to be back. But we're here, 10 drivers in Mexico, very close to each other because it's been the safety car period, the first safety car since this race actually last season. So very, very interesting, if I don't say so myself. But here we go then,
Let's go.
Final corner, and here we go.
He's got a massive tank slapper.
We're going to have a bit of TV pod now. Someone's gone into the pit lane, and BOR Button has already crashed it. And that safety car has not helped him, but here we go, slipstream for all these drivers now. Hasn't really helped many of these drivers actually. Gravity. Well, he's got a penalty as well, but that's not really very interesting for me anyway. Gravity aggressive on their brakes there. P number 7 for that Ferrari now. He's going to try and get back up the positions now. Verstappen, Finnish player. I would have expected him to actually get more, get more up, but he's still in P5, so maybe there's some sort of aerodynamic differences between between each car. But Typhon must be loving this right now, but he needs to put a foot down. He needs to get himself ready to get past the 2 drivers ahead of him. And I believe I just seen
just run wide.
I believe I just seen little spots of rain. I don't know if that was from my eyes, but Ivanzi, sorry, I've just been absolutely took away there by the rain. And Ivanzi, Bird nearly hits the side of him. Bird does hit the side of him. Typhon's up the inside now. Here we go. And oh, this is interesting here in Mexico. I don't even know why I went back there. Bird defending from Typhon. This is helping Ivanzi. Here we go, Typhon on the inside now. Here we go for P2. Here we go. Matty now getting involved. Here we go. Look at this. Absolutely.
Button.
We're back on it, and Typhon back in a P3. Bird wants this win. He's done another Verstappen-esque move there.
Finish trying to get involved.
There's a bit of contact. Bird up the inside there. I'm loving this race. I'm absolutely loving it. I should have put. Oh, we should have enabled safety car in Australia with its issues.
Oh well.
Back then, here we go. Imagine that. Here we go then. Bird in a P2. Finished player though. If I don't, if I just add, I'm very close to Matt right now. I think I was. My eyes were lying. Well, I don't really know what saying is, but I think I was lying when I said that the rain was dropping because I don't think it is. I think it was just my eyes playing tricks on me. That's the saying. Bird there.
Could be raining.
Going wide. See, but when I think of Mexico, I don't think of rain. I think of nice sunny skies, bit of beach, bit of Spanish speaking. Yeah, I don't really think of sunny rain. Sorry, so
The Earth
very,
naval
very-
is gonna be lovely.
very disappointed. But enabled DRS was that I just seen? Is that what you just pointed out?
Yep.
Was that for the next
Bird
lap?
going
Isn't it? So we're gonna have
defensive.
to wait for that. Bird though, he needs to get. Oh, and he's locked up down in turn 1. Typhon killer. He's giving Bird a very hard time here in Mexico. Side man
that's
down in
how it
turn
is.
3. This is an incredible
Fresh tires, I think.
battle. Bird on the inside, and he's
Left touch.
what defending there from Bird. That is some class driving there.
Up the
Well, that's
side.
not very class driving, but he's done it. He's done it. That is the better line, I shall add, round that corner. So he's definitely done that. But this is a 4-way battle now. Vanzi definitely pulling away from this field now. Typhon affected by that dirty air. Finnish players off the circuit now. We've got Verstappen up in a
Typhon.
P5, but Finnish players are going to try and still defend that. No, he can't. That's the yield from the Red Bull. Here we go. Typhon now, absolute goal. Back.
Meanwhile, Avanci is running away.
Yeah. Incredible performance from him. He must be loving it. And Bird into that pit lane.
Bird into
So
the
Bird
pits.
back into the pit lane there.
Probably for some
Quickly-
super soft.
You could just quickly tell me what tyres he's going on. I don't really know why he didn't pick
Super
the
soft.
softs,
Super
really.
soft.
Go on super softs, he's going on another set. I don't really know why he stayed out on those softs. Super softs, sorry. Because with the safety car and stuff like that. But yeah, that has gave Matt now the opportunity.
Well, that will be a sprint, just like I said in the qualifying, I believe.
I'm actually really impressed by Matt this race, actually. I would actually say, though, my driver of the day is Typhon Killer at the moment, but Matt's done an incredible job because he's usually at the bottom. He hasn't really had this sort of performance since last season, really, so...
My
There you
driver
go.
of the day will go to Avanci right now.
Well, we will go.
Going
we will
with
go
Bird all
to our
race
driver
long.
of the day. It's gonna be a little new added feature in the commentary. Just just add a bit of spice here at STB. But so we're gonna confirm our driver of the day after the stream. Absolutely. Oh, okay. So anything
Okay.
can happen in Formula One, and that is not what Finnish player wanted coming into the pit lane. I don't know why he went on ultras, to be completely honest with you. Because now he's just lost about 3 seconds and could have went on softs and went to the end. So, and those ultras didn't really help him during that safety car period. So, I'm absolutely clueless.
I think 8th now.
Absolutely clueless why he actually went on those tyres. But yeah, as you said, Bird got that clean air as well. So he hasn't really got the gaps, the drivers, the gaps between like Typhon, Matty, Verstappen, Gravity, drivers like them. So he's gonna try and catch up to Evans in these pit stop periods. But of course, the softs, I believe, go very, very long in Mexico. I'm not really sure. I haven't done any.
I don't know
Mexico on this
actually.
game,
I
so-
believe actually that Typhon Killer is chipping away the lead slowly but surely.
He's just lost 3 attempts in sector 2, so I don't know where you got
Yeah,
that
but
from.
before that was 2.6.
By chipping
before
away, do
this.
you mean losing time or gaining?
Gaining.
I'm clueless then. I don't know. Verstappen DRS on the already DRS activated car of STB Matty now as they approach down into turn 1 on lap 21 of this race. It's been very, very interesting. That's safety car period. Safety car, definitely the saviour for this race.
Professor Rage and Voice Greek.
Battle, between the two Toro Rossos of Professor Rage and Fotis Greek now. Here we go, Fotis Greek. He could be getting his best result of the season so far, so he needs to keep on to that 6th place. Not throwing any shade, but there's not really anyone else he can battle with unless he catches up to Gravity, which at the moment is looking pretty unlikely because of the pace. But, you know, anything can happen. As I said, no shade, though, to Fotis Greek. Matt, then, still trying to get past Typhon, but what's really interested me here is that Avanzi is looking pretty strong in Mexico. I do love Mexico, but Typhon's in that pit lane now. Could staying on those softs in the safety car, could that have benefited these drivers? Because honestly, these drivers are pitting.
Typhon's on super soft.
These drivers are, you know... Oh, there's a massive crash down the straight! Massive crash, and there's ex-Professor Rage has destroyed his vehicle here in Mexico. Oh.
Voice feels bad about it, I think.
And
I think he tried to
also retired
He's
from
out
the
as well.
Grand Prix. That is 2 drivers out of the Mexican Grand Prix, and the Toro Rosso team must be absolutely fuming. They had Verstappen and Ricciardo crashing out in Azerbaijan last week. And they've had their junior team drivers in STB, Fotis Greek and Professor Rage, crashing in Mexico.
I've actually got a 3/6 on multi. That's only 3/10 now.
So 7 people still in this Grand Prix though. So not many people left, but Fotis Greek and Professor
Sorry about
Rage.
that, May has got 2 penalties.
There's going to be a lot of rage in the Toro Rosso garage after this race, I am sure.
Not with the puns.
Sorry. Verstappen then on the back of STB Matty now as they approach down into turn number 1. Still some battles, you know, happening, but not really what we want to be seeing. 7 people in the race.
Around that side,
still been a very decent race. Gravity then on the inside, but the Red Bull is still going to have the inside. Gravity up the
He's in the
outside.
third.
What an overtake. You'll excuse me. Great overtake there from Gravity, and he's up in a P3 now, so he's going to try and trying to go and get past Matty now. I really want to know whether these drivers are going to be pitting later on in the Grand Prix, to be honest with you, because
I was thinking about that in Banksy because he's on soft.
Also, Typhon, Typhon's got the undercut on Bird. Typhon's got the undercut on Bird there, so he's came out ahead of Bird, and he was. I'm sure he was behind Bird when Bird pit. So
he overtook him, and then Bird pit.
Oh, was that what happened? Well,
yeah, that's why Bird did because
it's quite a large
slipped
gap
down third.
Quite a large gap.
One pit stop.
So yeah, the collision between Fotis Greek and Professor Rage will be investigated after the Grand Prix. I've just had reports off of race control. So yeah, we're gonna have a long night of stewards, but it shouldn't be a 5-minute or so job for us. The sun continuing to burst out of the clouds, so the rain is definitely off the timetable for the Mexican climate here today. But yes, absolutely. 7 people left in this race, but carnage.
Same as you say.
On the straight between Fotis Greek and Professor
I
Rage.
don't know how they got that.
I don't know, because as they collided.
I think it might have been Fotis's fault because he slowed down for Ajax, who was in the wall, but he was out.
Yeah. Obviously, as they collided, as they collided, I switched to them. So I have no idea what happened. So we're gonna have to see if any footage has been recorded.
Probably will.
Rules of the stewards: no footage, no investigation. That is simply how it will go. Unless, of course, got it, but got it this evening, so that's unfortunate for them. So there you go then, VSR Gravity. Trying to get past Matty, definitely one of the quickest drivers on this grid, but hasn't really had the opportunity to show that in the last 2 races. Of course, America had that collision down in the first corner of the first lap, and of course, Gravity's had a bit of incidents with people, but he's definitely showing that he's got the potential to overtake a few drivers, because he's had a great comeback here. He's about to make another overtake on Matt, and that is how you do it by VSR Gravity. One a little lesson on how to overtake a driver at Mexico. Learn that overtake off by heart. Verstappen then on the inside. He's not going to lose 2 positions here. No, he's not, but he's colliding with Gravity. Gravity has spun out of the race. Gravity, after that incredible overtake, Matt has done it again. He's done another Monaco, and he's caused a collision.
Matty has got lost a bit from link, but Verstappen's now in second.
I swear Gravity's had that done to him about 2 times in this, 3 times in this race now. Like, people just hate him. People just hate Gravity. They just want him off the circuit.
Like.
They just want him off the circuit. They don't care. They just want him away. Like, that is just nah. Ivanzi then into the pits.
That's pit stop for Mai. Yeah, I was talking about that. Now Verstappen's in the lead.
Verstappen leads the Mexican Grand Prix, but Gravity back on it.
Why didn't Mai pit?
Ivanzi, Ultras then, here we go. Very interesting. I don't think Birdie's
I think he will not be ahead. And Bird will get him too.
Here we go, Typhon, is he going to do it? Here we go, Typhon's going to have the opportunity. He goes onto the grass, and he's done it. He has absolutely done it. Typhon killer into that provisional P1.
Well, if everyone pits. Right now, Bird
well, it's looking very likely. Very likely, but Bird has lost out, as you said, yes. So, there you go. Ivanzi does that Ricardo-style move. What an overtake. Pushes Typhon off. Gives Typhon just a tinsy bit of room. And Ivanzi takes back that position that he lost coming out of that pit lane. What a strategy from Ivanzi. And definitely on course to win the Mexican Grand Prix here in Mexico City. Oh, what a drive from Ivanzi. I'm sorry, but that is an I was about to swear then, but that is an incredible overtake there from the British driver. Definitely showing that he's going to be one to definitely look out for next season. If he is able to race, of course. There's still a few doubts on that, but of course it will be sorted before we go to Australia next season.
Finally, Bird going to the DRS, so I think
Bird is going to have to settle. Of course, we've got some penalties for most of these drivers, so I'm just going to quickly have a look at Ivanzi's penalties. So Ivanzi has got 2 penalties.
They've touched. Bird has touched for killer.
Not too bad. If you could just check how many penalties Typhon's got, sorry. Bird, sorry. Here we go, up the inside, Bird's done it! And he's oh, look at that, what a move, up the
Bird's
inside.
got 1 penalty.
They've got 1 penalty, so if Bird keeps it within 3 seconds of Ivanzi.
Oh my god, Typhon has got a lot of penalties, I think 9 seconds.
What I'm really looking forward to is Matt. Matt's tyres, from where I'm sitting, are not looking too bad. I do believe, however, maybe there's some sort of tyre. No, maybe not. Okay. Matt, I was trying to look for maybe some potential tyre wear sort of diagram thing on the telemetry, but unfortunately, for myself,
you don't have that.
There's none. The Codemasters are not being nice to us commentators.
Yeah,
Finnish player has span it going into the pit lane. So there you go. Not really. It wasn't really. Safety car.
What?
Safety car for some.
Is that a virtual one?
Reason.
It's a full on. I'm done.
It is a
Yo!
full-on safety car here in Mexico because Finnish player had a bit of spinning.
Well, he's done at least, and
sort of
he's
spinning
got
moment
the only pit
coming
stop
into
he
the pit
now
lane.
can catch up.
This is throwing it all into it. Ivanzi. Drive-through penalty for Ivanzi spinning under safety car. Ivanzi.
No, speeding.
Absolute low. Absolute low. Ivanzi. Sorry, this is going to cause a lot of issues for him. I don't really know if he was speeding.
I think will be first. Oh, he's got another one.
He has got,
Nice.
sorry, he's now got a drive-through penalty for speeding under safety car.
I think that he got 2. I think he just got another one.
So there you go. Ivanzi must be
I can't,
absolutely fuming.
What is he doing? Nah, he's disqualifying himself, I think. What is he doing? Everyone's ping, and he's left.
He is out
No.
of the Mexican Grand Prix after
Oh, come
everything that
on.
he has done.
Could have retired.
And the safety car period has absolutely done him over. He is out of the Mexican Grand Prix.
He's in front of Typhon Killenbird.
So this is really actually going to cause some upset because Typhon is ahead of Bird. I don't really know what's going to be happening here. Verstappen leads this Grand Prix.
He hasn't got new
this
tyres.
has completely thrown everything into it. Now, Verstappen has just sent a message.
Oh no, why am I so stupid?
Oh, that's a shame for him. Unfortunately, he hasn't.
He can't bid now. I don't think. That's
He hasn't bid.
why should he? Okay.
So
Yes,
now
I
there's going to be an
don't
issue for Gravity because now he has to wait for
Blaze
Ivanzi
back.
to get. Sorry, absolutely low. It's going to be an issue now for Gravity, Matty, Typhon, Bird, and Finnish player because now they have to get through. They have to wait for Ivanzi's ghost to. Wait.
Oh, he's got. They've got there.
There you go.
Does Verstappen beat?
There you go. Ivanzi's
doesn't.
goes then into the pit lane. So Ivanzi's goes into the pit lane. So that's going to help the drivers who currently need to clear him. So that's going to give Ivanzi's ghost now down.
I don't think Finnish player will clear him. I think he's too far back.
So, yeah, 6 drivers left in the Mexican Grand Prix. But we are set for an incredible end to what has been already.
And he's the quickest one. That will be a mad sprint. 7 laps left.
It's actually going to be very, very mental for these drivers. Because basically,
Oh my god.
it's going to be a case now of who is actually going to win this race. Because we've got Verstappen on a set of softs. Now,
Verstappen will lose out because of
he's
the
regretting
tyres.
that. Gravity's in second. I'm just going to see...
Everyone's on ultras except for Finnish player and Verstappen. I think Finnish player might have not
Finnish player
got
needs
any
to
more ultras.
capacity Ivanzi's ghost as well. So that's going to be an issue for him. But I feel really, really
He
sorry
can't.
for Ivanzi. I feel really sorry for Ivanzi because he's speeding onto the pit lane and he's got to drive through, and then he had enough. So that is so unlucky for Ivanzi. But,
He would have been 7th.
Yeah, but you know, I
been
understand.
back.
I understand Ivanzi's rage there because obviously he, of course, was leading the race for so long. He deserved it right there. So,
Well, I've lost my bet.
that is so unfortunate. But Bird's only in P5. So he has to get past 4
My
other
new
drivers
guess
to win the
is
race.
Gravity.
Oh,
as
sorry,
we are
I
going,
just missed that
actually.
completely. It's the restart. I've been caught
didn't know
napping.
that as
The
well.
same with STB Verstappen 33 now as VSR Gravity is now going to go try and get past the Red Bull, but the Red Bull's going to try and defend as quickly as possible.
VSR
Down in
Bird
turn number
around
1 now.
outside,
Bird, here we go. Bird's going to be someone to look at. VSR Gravity takes the lead of the
He's
Mexican
in
Grand
third.
Prix.
He's
Here we
in
go.
third.
Bird
He's in third, I think.
flying round the outside now of the Ferrari of the
He's
Force
in-
India
he's in-
STB Matty. Here we
Will
go.
he be third?
Absolute
That's
low.
3 wide here.
Oh.
That's 3 wide.
3 wide. Here we go. Finnish player's going to get involved in the action. Ivantis Ghost has been absolutely
He's
left
almost
behind.
taken
He's,
out.
he's gone back to Albania. Bird spinning across
My
the corner. Now
God.
we've got 3 wide down in this corner. Typhon Killer's track extending. He's cheating down into that corner. And there you go.
Well, he didn't have nowhere to go.
What a battle here in Mexico. Oh,
Yo, he's
this has
third.
got to be the
Bird is third.
Bird P3. But he's still got 2 drivers to overtake. Gravity leads
5.5
the
laps
Mexican
to
Grand
go.
Prix. Oh, Gravity must be absolutely loving this. He's up in the P1.
May got 2.5 laps of fuel. So he
Matty
will
could
be
use that
pushing.
then to his advantage to potentially get a podium.
Yep,
So he needs to
Verstappen's
do that.
falling down the field.
Verstappen not on for him here in Mexico, but
That's
there we
alright,
go.
that's
Here we go.
alright.
We got Typhon now on the back of Matty. Bird has to clear Verstappen, and Gravity, it looks like he had gone. Here we go then.
Is Bird going
for
good?
Bird.
Verstappen
No DRS,
here.
of course.
He goes around
This
outside.
This has definitely been an incredible race. Bird round the outside, more
Thank
grip
you
than
for
his
the
teammate. And there you go. What a
How's he
Matt
gone
has
for
got
his
a penalty.
penalty?
Matt's got a penalty there, so here we go. Typhon Killer then. Going to try and get past Matt now. Very close to each other, but Matt needs to be careful.
Also,
Oh,
he's
Typhon
just
tries to have a
got a
look at
penalty.
Verstappen.
He's got a penalty.
Yeah,
Bird
sorry.
and Gravity has got penalties.
Finnish player then, sorry. Currently going to try and get past Matt
I
right
see
outside. No,
that.
he's hit the curb. He's hit that curb. Gravity's got a penalty.
So Gravity, another 3-second time penalty. That's
This is
now
so interesting.
Bird,
Matt's not trying to
6th.
hit Verstappen there around that corner. Verstappen has to try and avoid that, and he gets a penalty. Here we go then. Finnish
Verstappen's
player.
messed it up.
Absolutely. Can you just check the comparison of penalties between Bird and Gravity?
2 for Gravity, 1 for Bird.
Bird gets that gap down by 4 more attempts.
Yep.
He's won the race. So here we go. Could he potentially get
That's our
his
Delta time.
first ever STB victory? Here we go. It's going to be interesting for him as Matt's going to commit up the inside of Verstappen, but Verstappen's having none of it. He wants this P4 that he's desired the whole of this season since Monaco. You know, since the races where he's had such good pace, and he just hasn't been able to deliver.
I think
purely
we'll have to
because of-
see who's where after the race. The
Definitely because of
penalties
the
and the race.
But the battles have kind of now calmed down as Matt's up the inside of Verstappen, and Verstappen's
That's ironic.
Verstappen's strategy move has just not helped him, and he's down in P5 now, and he must be absolutely
So I'm
fuming.
going on the 3-second time penalty. I think that's
I'm
his
really happy with
5th.
Typhon though, because he's actually had an incredible race so far. Like,
And
only
my
P3
God,
now,
3-second time penalty.
but, there you go, but it looks
Finnish
very
player up
certain.
inside of Verstappen almost.
Oh, here we go. Oh, and Matt! Matt's in the
lost
wall!
it.
Oh, Matt's completely
Matt-
messed that corner
He hasn't
up.
got a front wing
Oh,
anymore.
Matt's gone across
He
the corner.
has to pit again.
Oh, that is so unlucky for the Force India.
He has to pit again.
And he's
He
gone
hasn't got a
wide
front
again.
wing.
That is it. I think that's Matt's race ruined. So a lot of these corners
Yep,
require
Matt's
a lot of
sixth.
downforce. Yeah, a lot of these corners require a lot of downforce, and you know that you need to have a front wing. So it's unfortunate for him. But here we go. Finnish player then back up the inside of Verstappen.
But let's go a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, this is
that's
going to
on
be
now.
so close here in Mexico. If Gravity gets one more penalty, Bird gets his first STB victory. If Gravity does not get a penalty at this point, Bird doesn't, Gravity wins in Mexico. This has been a turnaround because
That's done.
from the start of this race, absolutely though, from what happened to Gravity, I was honestly thinking he was just going to finish in like 8th, 9th. Obviously, we ain't even got 8 or 9 drivers racing, we've got 6. But Gravity up in a P1 and
STB's
It's a
Verstappen
repeat.
is pushing Matty without a front wing.
Oh, and it's cut that corner a little bit. That's an illegal overtake if he gets this one.
Well, he didn't have
Oh,
nowhere
here we
to
go.
Mate,
Finish
he's
player
going
on the
so
inside.
Oh, God.
Matty, very aggressive on the defending there, and finish player's going to
Well, he
try
has
and find a
got-
way past.
He has
but,
to do your defense somehow.
Oh, here we go. Finish player using this to his advantage. Up the inside of Verstappen, and he's done it. He has done it, but Verstappen still doesn't try and get around the outside.
Into the mix.
Yeah, and
He's ghost
he
car.
had a bit of trip into the pit lane there. That would have been pretty good. Here we go then. Finish player on the inside of Matt, and he's done it. He's done it. 3 laps. Oh, here we go.
Oh my
Verstappen's
God!
hit the back of the. Oh, and he's lost his end plate now. Oh, this is carnage
Both
in
of them
Mexico.
are very slow now.
This is carnage. Yes, 6 races, but this is incredible.
Carnage
this
everywhere.
is an incredible end to the Mexican Grand Prix. Are you absolutely wrong?
About 3 seconds behind.
Needs to try and get the gap down to at least less than 3 seconds, and then hope that Gravity gets penalty. Very, very squirmish on that corner there. It's a battle of the 2 VSR boys, VSR Bird, VSR Gravity.
That's a bit of inner league connection, a bit more than other drivers.
Yeah. One of the quickest esports teams in the world. So a lot of very, very competitive drivers in that esports team. Most of them hopefully going to esports. Potentially Eddie Perondi. So here at STB, if Eduardo Perondi is also could be known. Sorry if he didn't want that share, but he's on his Xbox profile. So potentially he could be going to the esports this year. So here at STB, we'll definitely be cheering him on. But yeah, Gravity. This race has been tipped upside down here in Mexico. Ivanzi has just sent me a message.
2 safety cars, really, lads. Absolutely ridiculous.
And Bird has got a 3-second time penalty. That is it. That's
done.
Bird has thrown away another opportunity of his first STB victory. And it, of course, is 1 year since I won it. You can see the celebrations from the Mexicans. And here we go. VSR Gravity comes around the final corner of the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez and wins the Mexican Grand Prix. Woo! Really, it should have been... Oh, Typhon's been disqualified. Typhon!
No! Are you
In the
kidding me?
closing
Finished by
stages of the
podium!
Mexican Grand Prix,
Oh
he has
my
been
God!
disqualified.
Finishes on the podium! How has he pulled that out? We have
Typhon.
5 cars finishing. 5 cars finishing.
That is the most interesting of Grand Prix. Like, this is actually
That is
amazing.
the best race I've ever seen. Period.
But let's have a look
In a league
at
race
the podium
online.
celebrations here in Mexico.
My God.
That is an incredible
My
Grand
God,
Prix.
so many penalties.
Look at all the penalties. It's so hard to not, keep doing the
My
time of
God.
The drivers have done decently well, except for all the penalties, of course. VSR Gravity is your race winner.
That is
Second was
penalties.
VSR Bird for around the millionth time this season. Third, out of absolutely nowhere, was Finnish player 16. Fourth was STB Verstappen 33. Of course, Verstappen's name's there. Easy to remember. And fifth was STB Mate. Very, very unlucky to Typhon Killer, who bizarrely got disqualified in the closing stages.
That is some AIDS right there.
That was
In the
right.
closing stages of the Mexican Grand Prix. Out of nowhere, though, we have got Finnish player 16. Include your order. We're going to give you a quick interview. What an incredible race that was. Thank you to everyone who raced in that race. absolutely thankful. We had battles absolutely everywhere. Incredible. But finished player, you came third. Very, very bizarrely. What was your thoughts with your superstars? What was going through your head at that point?
Weird race, to be honest. There was moments everywhere, and yeah, I think I was at some point last. Yeah, that was really weird race, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't know what to say. Really.
Well, you must be very happy with your third place. Very, very good.
Yeah.
Bird, we come to you. It has happened again for the second season in a row around Mexico. Winning the race, very close to winning, getting the strategy absolutely spot on. Safety car looks you up. Give your insights on the race.
This safety car. The one race we turned it on. Avanzi might have had me on the sauce, but
It
I
definitely
Well, that was
did
fun for us.
allow. It definitely did. Sorry, it definitely did allow some great racing in the closing stages.
yeah, that was great racing. Sorry to
on the
anyone
restart,
that I
sorry.
might have collided with, because I was just going for it
Just
at the start of
very,
that safety
very
car.
commiseration. Some people in the chat are saying that drivers crashed on purpose. That isn't the case.
There's going all off in there.
A lot of collisions cause drivers to retire, so that's very unlucky. But of course, Mexico is one of those tracks for great battles. Bird, yeah, very commiseration, as I said. Give your insights on the opening battle with you and Ivanzi.
Me and Avanzi.
Yeah.
Well, it was pretty close at the start. And I can't even remember what happened. That was just still intense, really. It was like, I think was I putting out a little bit of a gap before I came in for my first pit stop? Or did I think I might have had a little bit of a mistake
you was
and he
very
got ahead of me.
quick compared to everyone else, yeah.
And then, I don't know what happened. Oh yeah, after the first safety car, I had a collision with someone and my steering wheel went off angle. So to go straight, my steering wheel was 20 degrees to the left. So literally, while I was battling Matty, like straight was 20 degrees going left. Literally, a whole couple laps. That's why I came into the pit. And then nothing was happening, so I couldn't put my clutch on. So I was just stuck in the pit lane for like a couple of seconds before I got out of the pit.
Oh, is that why? We thought you had a...
Yeah. Because I was having to reset my wheel because of the steering angle problem. So I had to do that, which cost me.
But Bird, you know, there'll always be another opportunity.
Another
for you to
second
get
place.
Your first victory in STB. You're just edging ever closer, but not got the victory before me. So that will always be in my heart as one of the best moments in STB history. So thank you, Mexico. But another driver who wasn't really expected to win the race, like me last season at Mexico. Sorry for the cockiness here, but it's very much needed. It's pretty much kind of like a little replica of last season. VSR Gravity, me and Absolute Love thought that's it. Maybe P5 is okay, but you came out with an incredible strategy change when the safety car came out. You had so many collisions in that midfield. A lot of, bangs and stuff like that
amazing.
In that midfield. Very interesting. Me and Absolute
was
are
going a
absolutely
bit
loving the battles in the midfield. But Gravity, can you give your insights on the race that you had and how you're feeling about getting a win in Mexico?
Well, it was probably the messiest race I've had in a while. I completely blew out Verstappen into turn one. That wasn't fun.
Yes, definitely.
But I let him back through, and then we were both just sort of making our way back up, and the safety cars came out, which sort of played to our advantage. And then we were both out in front. We were basically the same pace. And then another safety car came out, and he didn't pit, and I pit for ultras. And then just sort of pulled away from there.
That safety car was actually extremely lucky for you there, and well done for your victory. Very well done, Gravity. Very well deserved. Well, not that well deserved, but But it was you know, you won the race, so you got the 25 points. Well, you got the 25 points
Slap in the
at the
face.
end of the day. You kept out of trouble in the final stages, unlike VSR Bird. Sorry. Well done, Gravity. Okay then, so a few incidents that we are going to be investigating after the race, race control little update. The collision between Focus Creek and ex-Professor Rage in the Toro Rossos will be investigated. The Toro Rosso team, Red Bull, must be absolutely fuming. They had, of course, Baku Red Bull incident. Following week, we've got the two junior team drivers crashing, so that's going to be very, very sour in that Red Bull garage as the days progress leading up to the Brazilian Grand Prix. But as the 5 lights went out, Sussex Fusion was crowned the STB Season 11 champion. Of course, there was no Pirandi tonight. There was no Eric Stander. And unfortunately, because of schooling in Brazil, Eddie Pirandi could not be with us this evening. So that is very, very, very unlucky for him, because he had a great opportunity. If he won, he would have been back in that title fight. But Fusion, after an incredible season, he has claimed his 3rd STB championship, and he now becomes the most successful driver to ever take part in the 4 years of the league. And that does bring me on to thanking everyone who has been involved. Firstly, however, thank you to all the podium finishers. Finished play at VS Harbour and VSR Gravity. Great race. Not many people finishing, of course, but it was still an incredible race in the closing stages. But I'd like to take this moment to thank all the drivers that have raced in every single race. You know, they've took part, because next week will be the 4-year anniversary of the STB race. And a lot of hype for me. Don't know if there's any hype for any of the drivers, but it's just a very, very good event. So hopefully the Brazilian Grand Prix can spice things up. And of course, the safety car will be back. So maybe Bird may have an opportunity to win the race, but I'm not quite sure about that. But very commiserations though to you, Bird. You have deserved a lot of wins in the past. But yeah, as I said, I'd like to thank everyone who's competed in the league. Well done to Fusion. He's now the most successful driver ahead of LX2X Stone, who's now known as Sierra Rosberg, in 2nd, and Hydra FX, who is currently in 3rd, purely because he, back in the old days, did more races than Murdy Smurd, so who actually is another champion. So there you go. But we will be celebrating the league next season and potentially having a special guest with us who raced back in the old days in the Combox for a quick interview on his time in the league. But thank you everyone from the Mexican Grand Prix. We hope that you are all happy and joyful about the ending of this season. It's been a very dull season at times, but also in Mexico it has also been a very interesting one. We'll see you next week for the penultimate round in Interlagos, Sao Paulo, and we also hope that BRL Gabriel and Ed Pirandi can do their home fans or Brazilians proud as we go to their home race. So thank you ever so much for watching, and thanks from me and Absolute Low, and we'll see you next week in Sao Paulo. Goodbye.
Bye bye.